raw dogging this?
Just raw dogging life, bro.
Right. Fucking, I don't know, man. It's been crazy that we started this, and here we are.
25 episodes down.
It's nuts.
It's been fun. And I'm glad that we stuck with it. You know.
Hell yeah, me too. It's one of the best shits for gigs.
Mm.
I like to adjust my voice. I lost my voice. I went to a Bruins game and I screamed my head off. We won.
Yeah, nice.
We won.
Very rare for us right now.
Yeah, I know. Down 2, third period against the freaking Florida Panthers.
Oh, it was a Panthers game. Yeah, you know who was supposed to go?
This guy. I know.
Yeah, how do you feel giving someone the invite and then calling them back 2 seconds later going, just kidding, you can't go?
Only one person I know who'd ever put me through that, and it was that person.
Yeah.
So I wasn't too surprised, but I was a little bit like, what the hell?
Yeah. No, honestly, when you called, our buddy had 2 extra tickets. He let you know. He was trying to find someone to fill it, and you called me. He's very much that buddy that I knew, in the time that you were reaching out to me, he could have easily hit up 3 people, and they could have answered by then. Yeah. So when you were, calling back, I was like, there's a good chance he's going to say that the ticket got taken by someone.
I get the confirmation from him. He calls me back 2 seconds later. He's like, what, the good news or the bad news? I'm like, well, what's the good news? He's like, yo, I'm going to the Bruins game.
You won a contest. God. You're going.
But yeah, that's why my voice is a little bit behind on vibrations. I don't know how you know the word for it. Yeah, man, I've been loving this. It's been, it's so easy to just hang out anyways. But I mean, having the equipment and just fucking around, throwing on record and talking. And,
yeah, right.
We've had some guests. We've had Ryan become a full-time member.
I know, it's sad, 25, and he couldn't make it.
Ryan's not here with us tonight, but...
had to eat with the grandparents.
I thought that was tomorrow night.
Oh, was it?
I don't know.
I was a little drunk this morning, and I didn't read all the text all the way.
Yeah, well, how was your morning? You want to talk about that?
Yeah, it was cool. So I got some friends from high school. We got a tradition going where once a year... So I've only been there 2 out of the 3 or 4 years we've done it. I think... No, 3 out of the 4. That's what it was. But... So I wasn't there last year, but we get together for this rugby tournament. I think it's the Nines. Someone, please correct me, because I should remember this, and I forget every time. Also, I forget how rugby's played every time.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we go to a bar in Boston, and we get a nice, get some Guinnesses, and they get their Irish coffees. We get an Irish breakfast and watch some rugby. And
what's that Guinness drink where you drop a shot in it that Colin had us do?
Oh, the Irish Car Bomb.
Irish Car Bomb,
yeah. We do...
you do any of those?
Jaeger and then the Guinness. No, I didn't do that.
Oh shit.
No, but they did. So I'm not a big Irish coffee guy because it's hot coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I tried a sip of someone's and I was like, fine.
Yeah.
But it's actually my first draft Guinness.
Oh really?
Yep, I had never had one before. I only tried it out of the can and I didn't like it.
Yeah, that's a different experience.
Very much so.
Yeah.
I get it now.
Oh yeah.
Guinness is pretty good.
It's an acquired taste. For
yeah,
sure.
I expected it to be stronger. I don't know, in my head I thought I remember it being like...
No, the cans are disgusting.
Yeah.
But I'm a big, the only thing that works in a can is a Coke.
That's a good point.
There's not much else.
Yeah, I guess
I'm a big glass beer guy.
Yeah.
So that's tough for me.
Right.
Will I drink a beer out of a can? Of course I will. Those, I don't know, they got, poolside beach vibes, the cans.
Yeah, for sure. The old market basket sodas were pretty good out of the cans.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm most sodas, I should say. Yeah. I'm a canned soda guy. I'm a glass beer guy.
Mm-hmm. No, absolutely.
But, yeah. Guinness is one of those weird ones where, it has to be served right.
It's a classic. And now I understand. I was always just like, oh, not my thing. But,
I feel like with most alcoholic drinks that I say are acquired taste, it's you can handle the first one just enough that, once you get the second one, you're like, this shit actually kind of good.
Right.
It's something about the more you drink it, the better it gets with alcohol.
You just convince yourself.
Yeah, who knows?
The bummer, though, is that I wanted to try to split the G, and the glasses they had didn't have the Guinness glass. It was the name of the bar. It's the Dubliner. It's a pretty...
What is it?
The Dubliner.
The Dubliner.
Yeah, it's right near Faneuil Hall. And
nice.
Shit like that in the Seaport area.
Okay, yeah.
And I don't know how long it's been there, but it's a classic. It's a really cool old Irish spot.
It's funny because a month ago you thought you had this.
Yes.
And then you found out you didn't.
Yeah, because I was picking up my buddy down the road, and we were trying to get in early. And that weekend, it actually was supposed to be last weekend. Okay. We pushed it back this weekend, but we thought we'd have to be there for 8. So I was like, I'm picking you up at 6:30. So I'm up, and I'm texting. I'm like, you better be ready. I'm coming soon. And he's like, don't. Why are you doing that? And he had to tell me that it was a month later.
I love that. Just don't.
Yeah, like, don't do that.
He's like, I don't know what Sean's on right now, but he's trying to pick me up.
There's another case if I didn't read the text, because they were just talking about it, and I was like, oh, it must be this upcoming weekend.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, it's
Just
in March.
assumed.
Yeah.
So Ireland won. They played Italy.
Yep, they played Italy, they won.
Fuck yeah.
I guess they're statistically pretty low chance of them winning and all, but basically England had to lose their match today, and France had to lose, but when we left, England was kicking the crap out of Wales.
Oh, shit.
So, I don't know. Ireland might not have done it, but they got the win for St. Paddy's.
Let's go.
And I got a nice morning drunk, and it was good shit.
Hell yeah, Monday is St. Patrick's Day.
Yep.
Maybe this will be out on St. Patrick's Day, maybe not. No pressure.
Right. Wait, Monday? Isn't that the 17th?
No, Monday's St.
Mike, I can't see my calendar through the...
Today's the 15th.
Yeah, so tomorrow. Because tomorrow is also Ryan's
Tomorrow's
birthday.
the 16th, but that's not St. Patrick's the 18th, I thought.
How Irish are we? We should know this. I could have sworn it was the 16th. Live check.
Oh, man, it's the 17th.
Wow, I'm fucked.
Yeah, I'm fucked too.
My Portuguese is really showing.
My German is showing. Wait, what the hell? It's the 17th?
See,
Yo, my sister's birthday's the 18th.
you know what's funny? Because Ryan and our other friend John's birthday is the 16th.
Yeah.
So we both did the same thing. We just mushed
Mushed
it
it
switched.
together. Yeah, so March 17th, St. Patty's Day. You know, we got Irish heritage and we're families from Boston. So, yeah, it's always a fun time of year. Weather's looking a lot better than it has been.
Yep. It was great today.
We got a window cracked right now. That's how nice it is.
Yeah, well, I hope it's not getting picked up too much on this. Maybe I should turn that off. Or turn it off. Yeah, I'm going to turn the window off real quick. Hold on.
Shut that off. No,
We're back.
And we back.
But
again. I can hear like the vibration from the guitar when I did that.
Yeah.
And we back.
What the fuck? That could be...
No, that's definitely the guitar.
You think? See, no, I think it's the headphones over there. If you get too loud, I think it's... Because they're just playing out of those right now.
I can hear like an echo in this though.
Either way, let's stop.
I'm just very gullible with sounds, I guess.
Oh my god, that's a good story. Watch out, girl. I'm closing the window on you. Are we getting into
Fix
that?
those where my OCD is gonna go crazy.
Oh no.
Oh my god. Dude, it's like the wire wants to spray me.
Oh god, alright, we're devolving quickly.
Yeah, no, it's good though. Freaking any big Irish things, you know, that you used to love, like traditions we used to do, or like food, or just like the parade itself, or just wearing green, or looking for 4-leaf clovers, or anything?
I guess one thing that jumped to my mind this morning, we were talking about the St. Paddy's Day parade has been changed forever.
Oh, I know.
So they're
trying to.
They're trying to. But this is the first year they're cracking down, and they're saying like, you cannot publicly drink anymore. Like
Really?
so it's supposed to be more family friendly. They're starting it earlier to like, because obviously people are still gonna sneak and drink, and like college kids are still for the first few years are gonna want to do that.
High school kids.
But I used to have some good times going to the
I
parade.
loved going to the train, and like everyone just up there. It's like you'd see a bunch of people that you know from school and stuff, and just.
Actually, I went last year and I saw our cousins and our uncle. Our uncle's in the parade.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I could have been in the parade with my union. They needed people to dress up as Tin Men.
You should have done it.
I know, I considered it. I was like, do I get paid the day? Definitely not. But I get a free excuse to take the day off.
Right.
Maybe I'll do it next year.
You should try.
Yeah, get a little bit more involved with the community.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What about you? Anything jumps to mind?
I mean, I love the Irish spirit. I feel like even if you're not 100% Irish, but you have like some sort of Irish in you, you kind of feel that like burning, like, ooh, there's a lot of power behind it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of strength with Ireland and being Irish, and you know, coming here and being like, I'm still Irish, bitch. Like
I'm still Irish. Boston has that sense of pride in their Irish heritage.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And I feel like that it evolved from a lot that came from Ireland. That's not to take away from other cultures and places that came here, but like they put a staple into that city, and you know, hardworking Americans, Irish American people.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, that's cool. It's good shit. Yeah. And you know, everyone say
bunch
Irish.
of white drunks.
Everyone's Irish this weekend, man.
Bunch of white drunks.
Fucking, you know what's funny is on the way back, my buddy who I drove in was playing some Irish folk music just to keep the vibe going.
Oh, yeah.
We were talking about some Dropkick Murphys. He played some like more like traditional Irish music, and then he played that shout out to that Kyle Gordon dude, the comedic like singer.
Okay.
On TikTok, you know it's the kill a fucking Irishman and throw.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
he played that. I never heard the full song. It's pretty fucking good.
Hell yeah.
It was hilarious as he played that first actually, and then he started playing the real folk Irish music.
Yeah.
First line of the one he played right after that is literally like something about Irishmen, like trash talking the Englishmen. I mean, and it was just like it was a good, made me laugh. I was like, Kyle Gordon knows what he's doing.
They're like naturally hilarious and great at comebacks.
Oh my god, yeah.
Some of the best shit talkers in the world.
Yeah, they're quick witted.
I mean, if you can understand like a mushmouth real Irish accent, but dude, when the Bruins won, dude, they played freaking Dropkick Murphys. I'm shipping off to Boston.
Yep.
The energy in fucking TD Garden was insane, though. Just like, I don't know.
We gotta talk about that because hockey is the most fun sport to see live.
It is. It's up there. So it's not even one of my favorite sports to watch or like follow.
Yeah.
Religiously, but like being there, dude, just like the kind of like coolness in the air, the sound of the puck, the stick, the ice, the skates, the.
Yeah.
I don't know, and then just like those quick intermissions are like, I'm gonna fuck you up. The ref just got his hands on both guys. Like, I don't know, it's great. It's fucking a badass sport. I give it, you know.
The energy is different. I think because it's such an enclosed space too. Sounds bouncing, the energy's bouncing. You know, like it's just also so easy for me to get into the energy of it.
We gotta go to a Bruins
game.
game.
I stand up, I'm screaming.
No, I love my fucking voice, dude. Yeah. I was like, "Let's go, Boston!" Yeah, I know. It was amazing. We definitely gotta check one out.
Fuck yeah, we'll do it.
Something with that like, cold air in there, though. I just like loved it. The sound and the coolness. Drove me. I was like, "Let's go."
And hey, it's good you get to see a win. You know,
a comeback win of that too, which is even better. Because I even said to my boy who brought me. Who gave me the ticket, thank you again, if you watched this ever in your life, doubtful. But I was like, it's hard to like go ham rooting for them when they're down this bad.
Right.
Like it was the second period, we still haven't gotten on the board, and they were up by 2, so I was like, trying not to be like...
You know what they say, though? 2's the worst lead in hockey.
Yeah.
Because like you get that sense of comfortability, but it's actually not too hard to get... Not too hard, but it's like it's reasonable. It's a comeback that's like once you get to 3, people start really getting like,
well, third period, it's almost 10 minutes down, like left, and they get their first score, and then freaking like less than 2 minutes later they get the second one, and the place was roaring. Everybody was like, it was nuts.
I didn't even get to watch it because I had to pick her up from the friend's house and was driving around. Took her for a long walk after work because it's been so nice out that day. So like. I just like, and then I came here. I was probably watching Severance or some anime or some shit. And...
I know we drifted a little bit, but we were talking about St. Patty's Day, kind of like traditions and things that we liked. Dude, we got to be in the parade as children one year.
Yeah,
dude, and we were humming Hard Candy.
I think we talked about this around last St. Patty's Day.
Did we?
I do vaguely remember talking.
It's still a great one to bring back.
Yeah, no,
but literally this like early 2000s era, and like we were just told like we're gonna be in the parade. We're basically just going to hang out of our minivans with the doors open and toss out, like, lollipops and, like, Jolly Ranchers and shit like that. And I think, I don't know, some point along the way after we were doing it innocently and nice, realized, like, these people are freaking, what's the word?
Free targets?
Yeah, free targets. These people are so vulnerable right now.
They want the candy. We can give it to them.
And we just like whip one like blue raspberry Jolly Rancher and just hit some kid Jolly Rancher and hit some kid right in the forehead. Like, but we moved too quickly for it to be even like noticeable. Like we basically had an act of terror in Boston, like 2002, striking. Oh my god!
Everyone was on edge because candy was flying.
Oh my god!
We were vicious with it.
Yeah, and like, no one even noticed or said anything to us. Like we knew it was wrong. We enjoyed the shit out of it, and not one adult supervision went, "Hey, easy how you throw those candies."
Right, dude. The Dum Dum Pops.
Yeah.
The way the stick would fly, and it would just kind of like become a missile. The fact that I remember that so vividly,
it was hilarious.
Yeah, that was rough. I feel bad for those kids. I hope we meet someone one day who like.
I hope someone has a story though. It's like, I was really young, and just like a pop whip hit me in the eye. God.
The St. Patty's Day parade of 2002.
Yeah.
But that was always fun, and like you got to ride. You have the scooters or something too, so we could like we'd go up ahead and like see what was going on down the parade and come back.
And even too, like we don't like realize that how many people didn't do anything. Like our family always got together on St. Patty's Day weekend.
True.
It was huge.
Mm-hmm.
Like, our grandparents were super Boston Irish, and it was like, yeah.
Oh yeah, that was like one of the big ones.
This is a holiday.
Right.
Like, okay. Let's do it.
I also, God, 9 years ago for me.
Damn.
Old
man.
Ryan, for Ryan's 21st birthday, for St. Patty's Day weekend, we went to Vegas with our dads.
Oh shit, yeah.
And that was fucking sick.
That was around this time?
Yeah, that was 9 years ago to this day. We were in Vegas.
Oh shit, that's sick.
And
never been out west.
Dude, it was a sick time. And like, 3 friends we grew up together, like, besides you, because you're family.
Yeah.
Those two are my longest. Besides you, because your family.
It's like when Ryan was like, and you're like one of my best friends.
Yeah.
Like?
Ish.
Yeah.
No,
why is it sticky? I feel like I'm sticking.
Probably from the wine we were drinking last night.
Ooh. Dox me. I know that doesn't even work.
Oh, yeah.
I just love that term I've heard from Ryan.
What?
Dox?
Dox.
But it's more about like giving your information.
Yeah.
Like personal information.
Right.
Yeah.
But what was I even saying?
What were you saying?
Well, fucking, where do we go?
Hibbity Vegas.
Vegas, sick city. The dads every year, they're like, we're gonna do that again soon, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh God, I would hate. Nah, it would be fun, but that'd be so expensive. We
I
were
couldn't
young.
even handle Vegas with my dad. I'd be like, no.
Yeah, like we didn't gamble a whole lot. I gambled just to drink.
That's
cheap.
all we would do.
Yeah. You'd be stuck there.
We would do. It'd either go really bad quickly and be like, all right, we're going to have to budget everything from here on out.
Yeah.
Or it goes really good.
Dude, imagine you and your dad go and you like both ball out. Just make mad money on the tables, like on slots or something.
Yeah.
And just have like a crazy weekend.
That'd be nuts.
That'd be wild. That'd be a story.
Right? I'm like, let's go skydiving. You'd be like, yeah.
Oh my God.
Fucking 71-year-old man. You'd be like, yeah, let's do it. His pride, he can't hurt his pride or ego. He'd have to say yes.
Yeah, no, he couldn't back down. Man, what are you doing over there? You sniffing the box? That sounded weird.
That didn't sound right.
But like she was just clawing at it. Like, what are you looking at, girl?
You want to play some music?
You want to play that new vinyl I just got?
Yeah, oh shit.
Yeah,
we just checked out the mall. Mm-hmm. Hit up Newberry Comics. You got to find a Noah Kahn album.
Stick season.
Oh yeah. Still like my number one concert experience ever, honestly.
Yeah.
The best. I couldn't even imagine how great it was going to be. And the music alone, like, because I didn't know Noah Kahn like that.
Right.
I only knew like the Stick Season song that everyone knew.
Yeah. And yeah, I've known him for a few years. And what are you chewing on, girl? What do you got? Julia, can you just hop up on the couch for me? Come on. There you go. But yeah, I've been looking for Stick Season, the vinyl, for a while now. Just because, like...
The collection's looking nice.
Fun. Yeah, I'm getting there. And actually, Sam just turned me on to an app that you can... like put in all your vinyls and it keeps track of it for you.
Oh shit.
So when you're out and about, you can just quickly look up an album. It lets you know if it's already in your library.
Hell yeah.
And it like tells you the overall price of your collection. Dude, he's got like vinyls.
Damn, really?
I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
That's
I shouldn't have just said that, probably.
Yeah. Good for you, Sam.
He's got a good amount of fucking vinyls. Yeah. And like some really nice ones.
It's a great thing to collect.
Yeah, it's fun. So I'm excited to add that.
Music never dies.
I'm also, so part of the reason we were there at the mall is because I'm getting my tattoo finished tomorrow.
Oh yeah, nice.
And I wanted to get my artist like a little figure, something just like a gift. Because
it's a big piece,
right?
This isn't.
And also, like, I got it done, and then there was like a year and a half in between, and then I finally reached back. He reached back out to me, and we decided to finish the sleeve the way we went with. And so it's been like years I've known this guy. 7 to 10
years,
sessions,
right?
Yeah. So it's been a lot of work, and he's been awesome. He's good, chill dude, very into anime and video games and all the nerdy shit.
Oh yeah.
So I got him a little figure, a little Dragon Ball Z statue.
Nice.
So hopefully he can put up in his house or put in the shop somewhere, wherever he wants to do with it. I just wanted a little thank you.
Oh yeah. No, this is dope. Tattoo's sick too.
Yeah, thank you.
Fucking
once it's done, we'll do a full reveal.
Yeah, it's all the Kanto starters and their evolutions.
Yep.
Pokemon's just fucking great.
It really is.
It's like, and I've been mad at it in the past with some of the choices they made in artwork, but even besides that, it's so good.
Yeah, it holds up.
I was gonna do it last week, but Ryan wasn't the big Pokemon guy.
So we could talk about it now.
Yeah, get a little Pokemon-y.
We going favorite Pokemon?
Let's do favorite types.
Oh, that's easy for me.
Yeah? Okay, we should do that, and then we'll transition to favorite Pokemon.
Yeah.
So what do you think, 3 or 5?
We'll do 3.
All right, so top 3 in order 1, 2. Oh, no, like, 1's your favorite.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, so easy.
Okay.
So, because every single generation, I almost always go with the grass starter. That's got to be my number 1.
Okay.
And, like, there's definitely some generations I didn't like. I didn't love Chespin. Grookey is okay. You know what I mean? But, even that one, I think I went with Sobble, or I went with a different one. You know, like, certain gens I wouldn't go for, but, like, Bulbasaur, Chikorita, Rowlet.
Like, if you're starting a gym, you're going to
Torterra. I'm a grass. I was a very good chance I'm a grass.
I'd love to do a type run.
Yeah.
In a game.
It would be fun.
Right?
So, yeah, I'm going to take grass for my number 1.
All right.
What about you?
Ooh, it's a tough one. But I think I have to wholeheartedly put it at water.
Okay.
I do like water a lot.
Yeah.
I as a kid with a big imagination, just like imagine like a fucking swimming with your favorite water Pokemon, or riding like a Gyarados or a Lapras.
Yeah.
It's sick.
That's so valid, because I do love the ocean, and we were talking about our respectful fear of the ocean last night with our friend. But like, if I had my own shark to protect me, I'd be fine.
I'm sorry to anyone out there. If you don't have a respectful fear of the ocean, you have a little bit of idiocracy going on.
You're wrong. It's not our domain. That was my big.
Oh yeah.
It's not our domain.
We're not dolphins.
No, I can't breathe around there. You know what I mean? Like, I enjoy it, and it's a privilege.
I mean, dolphins don't breathe water either.
No. Yes, thank you. I just know it's not where I'm meant to be.
But if I were to start a gym,
Yeah.
it wouldn't necessarily be a water gym.
All right. Would it be your second?
It would be my second.
Which is?
Ghost type.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Such a good one.
Yep.
Mischievous, believe it or not, one of my favorite Pokemon. She's adorable.
Okay.
She's like this cute little ghost head thing that just floats around. Love it. But then you got classics, like the whole Ghastly, Haunter, Gengar line.
Yeah.
Dude, I've almost considered getting those guys tattooed on me because they're sick.
They are sick. Okay. Ghost.
We're just missing the Ghost Eevee-lution
Yo.
for all my Eevee fans
Speaking
out
of which, who do you think the new evolution this year's going to be?
You think there'll be one?
Almost definitely. There's all this stuff about it. So, like, they did this promo thing of, like, the rainbow, and they had all the colors, and they had an Eevee name, like Eevee Lucian, for each of the colors, and on the white stripe was a question mark.
Ooh.
And it was for, like, this year's the year of Eevee in Pokemon.
The greatest drop was definitely Johto with obviously Espeon and Umbreon.
Yeah.
But I feel like even after that, dude, the Diamond Pearl era with Leafeon and Glaceon, Glaceon's one of my favorite evolutions.
You know, Leafeon's not one of my... I mean, it's up there because it's cool, but it's like... Glaceon was way cooler of added evolution that generation.
Still a great Pokemon, though.
No, yeah. Eevee is one of my favorites.
Yeah,
I was always an Eevee fan. But I think for my second favorite... I have to go Dragon.
Dragon's a good one.
Yeah, it's a basic answer, but that's why I put grass first, and I think that's why I would be a grass starter, because it's so basic. There's so many Pokemon that are a little bit of grass and something.
I'm a huge Dragonite fan.
Yeah,
so.
Dragonite in the Scarlet and Violet. Oh no, not Scarlet and Violet. What? See, the Steel Dragon, Duraludon or whatever. That's like a big fucking tower.
Yeah.
Sick Pokemon. I love that. There's the Ghost Dragon. Yes. That's like the torpedo head.
Yeah, I had him in the Pokemon card game.
Just, the legendary dragons. There's like one or two, but it's just...
Garchomp's one of my favorite. I'm pretty sure it's Dragon Ground or whatever.
Salamence, dude.
Oh, yeah, Salamence was a good one.
Fucking,
all the pseudo-legendaries were fucking great. Mm-hmm. Durantron not being Dragon, but still very badass. But not one of my favorite typings.
Right. You know what's funny is I don't even think of Charizard first anymore, because he wasn't initially.
He never. Yeah,
it took a few gens before they added. Well, I think now it's considered a dragon.
I think its Mega Evolution is.
Oh, that's it. You're right.
It turns into a Dragon Fire.
Yep. But it's just like there's always a dope pseudo legendary dragon, and maybe it's a basic bitch answer, but I'm a basic bitch.
I'm liking the Grass Dragon. We got Water Ghost.
Yeah.
This already sounds like a battle.
Yeah, right.
3 is a tough slot.
It is.
I'm trying to think of Pokemon I enjoy. I'm also trying to think of something like good.
Something different. Just go with your heart, man.
Go with my heart.
Yeah.
But my mind's telling me no.
But my body.
You have a third in mind?
I do.
Because I'm like...
You need a second?
I need to think on it a little more.
I hate to do it, but my third, before you even said Ghost, was going to be Ghost.
Okay, that's fine.
I do love... This another one of those types that's just got fun variants. Like, there's the Ghost Dragon I mentioned. There's Litwick and Chandelure. One of my favorite Ghost Pokemon.
They are cute.
It's cute, but it's also, like, the evolved form.
See, that was really my, cool. Bone to pick at the time, but then I've learned to, like, appreciate some of those.
Duskull.
Mimikyu.
And, what's Duskull's final form?
Dusclops?
Yes, thank you. I love that. I love that line. The sarcophagus guy is cool, like... It's just one of the, and like the lore in Ghost Pokemon is really fun.
There's a lot of lore.
There's always a lot of like little things. The Gengar might be a Chansey that died or whatever. Is it Chansey or is it Jigglypuff? Either way.
I think it's Chansey.
I think it is. The whole Pokemon Tower in the first gen with like the Ghost Tower.
That music.
Yeah. It's like ingrained. It still gives you the chills. I heard that.
Yes.
But yeah,
you hear that, right? My Roberto is like going right through that guitar. I'm like sitting in the perfect spot or something. My third's gonna be Poison.
Ooh,
Poison's badass, and it's so crippling in battle to be poisoned. Or like if you're playing a Nuzlocke, you don't want your Pokemon to faint, you don't have an antidote. Like the pressure's on, counting out steps and health. Sorry, girl.
That's a good point. Nothing's more scary than the ticking going, and you're like, my Pokemon gonna die.
I did always kind of like wheezing and coughing and Ekans and Arbok.
Yep.
I mean, shout out the anime, but
dude, Nidoking, Nidoqueen.
Dude, great ones. Seviper is another good snake poison. Trapon? What's the scorpion dude?
Trapinch? Oh no, scorpion dude. Yeah, Scarope. Isn't it like Scaropy?
Something.
Yeah.
And then Drapion or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It sounds right, but it might be wrong. Don't attack me.
Listen, I don't need to prove my fandom.
Yeah.
I love Pokemon. I always have. It's as old as I am.
Water, Ghost, Poison.
Grass, Dragon, Ghost.
That's a battle, right?
I thought about doing Fairy too. Fairy's up there. There's some really
I was
cool
so disconnected from that, and then they took so many like normal Pokemon and made them Fairy. So
yeah, that's fair.
Lightning would have been a good one. That might be a solid fourth for me.
Yeah, I see that.
Have to throw more in there, but yeah, no, Pokemon type is sick.
What about some of your favorite? Because whenever someone asks me my favorite, 3 always come to mind because every single fucking Pokemon run that I did, Red and Blue, 90% of the time I got Bulbasaur as my starter.
But that was 100% of the time.
There's a few times I've done Charizard.
Oh, okay.
I always got Ponyta and Rapidash. I did not care about Arcanine. I respect Arcanine as the pseudo-legendary.
Yeah.
But something about a fire horse that like won't burn you and trusts you was such a cool like link to Pokemon for me. Like that like lore to it.
Level of respect.
Yeah. I loved the fire horse, and then I also loved Dugong.
Oh yeah, Dugon's sick. I used to love your team, dude. I'd restart my games because I was like, your team's so cool.
I would do that.
You have a Nidoqueen a lot sometimes.
Yeah, Nidoqueen. I'd always have to get the Gengar or the Haunter.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah.
But those 3 like have always been a special place in my heart. And also like the Galarian Ponyta when it becomes fairy.
Yeah.
Is sick.
Oh yeah.
Like when that came out, I was so hyped. I was like, let's go. Ponyta and Rapidash getting some respect.
Rapidash is a great pick. I feel like underrated Pokemon for sure. Especially...
Yeah, and I like that it's like they're kind of niche picks. You know, they hold a special place for me.
Man, it's so tough to even think about like favorites. Because I feel like you just spit off your Kantos, which like...
Right, and that doesn't cover the other 8 gens or whatever the fuck it is.
Like, I don't know. When I think of my Kanto team, I usually think I am a Charmander, Charizard guy. I did low-key love having a Pidgeot on the team.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Honestly, yeah, because I didn't have Fly a lot in a lot of my early runs, because I wouldn't do that.
Not always, maybe later in life, but I did love running Primate. Just getting like an early route fighting type was always cool, and just crushing Brock's gym with it mad easy. Butterfree's always a fun one, too.
Butterfree, actually, it was either Butterfree or I'd go Vileplume as my grass if I didn't do Bulbasaur.
Some of those early root catches that you can get, just carry them through your journey. Just you care way more about that Pokemon.
Yeah.
I just got this one at freaking Legendary Road, but Butterfree. I've had you since Root Free or Viridian Forest.
Yeah.
Love getting a Dragonite in late game. Gengar, obviously. So, I mean, Kanto's. I love them all. It's so tough.
It is tough,
except for you, Porygon. Fuck you.
Porygon.
You fucking terrorist.
Almost killed a generation of kids.
Almost just killed the whole fucking franchise.
Yeah, actually, imagine if that was the backlash was way more severe to that. Right? It just got canceled or something.
I am a big fan of if I were to have a Pokemon partner, Piplup's so cute. I'd love to have a little penguin that just you don't need to be in a geographically correct location in your Pokemon.
I do think thinking of a partner Pokemon, Bulbasaur's a tough sell for me. As much as I love it in animated form, an actual giant frog. Yeah. I don't know if I would love it as much.
He's huge,
it would be tough,
compared to the other two.
An Eevee would be a good one. Ponyta, but I'm not, I can't have a horse wherever in an apartment.
If I lived on an island, Lapras all day.
Ooh.
That'd be my... all right, wait, hold on.
Dragonite.
I got a good one now.
Yeah.
You're stranded on a deserted island.
Yeah.
And you can only have one Pokemon. I actually saw a clip of this recently.
Okay, that's funny.
I feel like Lapras would have to be my effing answer. I'm getting off the fucking island.
But you could fly with a flying Pokemon.
Or even it could help me catch fish and stuff. Fire would be tough though. Fire seems very important because you are stranded.
Right.
And who knows what that long journey ahead on the back of a Lapras in the ocean would be like. So maybe that's not my answer.
But see, I want to think about it we're not necessarily stranded, but you have to stay on the island. So you want a partner that's going to help you survive and thrive in that. Okay. In that sort of.
So you're stuck on the island for X amount of time.
Be like, give me a psychic to teleport somewhere. You know what I mean?
And then I just have my Lapras circle just following me down the coastline of this island. Oh, that sounds horrible.
It would be sick to spearfish off a Lapras. You jump off the shell.
Yeah, right. It's a great scene though. You're just stranded for a day and haven't figured anything out. All you got is Lapras following you on the coastline. You're just I'm starving. Lapras just mowing down on fish it's getting.
Right. Won't share with you.
Yeah, not intelligent enough to throw you one.
You don't have enough badges. It doesn't listen to you. All right, but let me give you a second now.
Oh god, that's just gonna.
What was that?
That's the sticky floor.
Oh, nice. Jam. What? I gotta fucking figure out what that was. I think we said Pokemon for survival But also,
I feel fire is a key survival component, especially if I don't have any way to light anything. But then, what kind of fire Pokemon?
Because it's you also want that camaraderie. And, it's harder with a big-ass, Kyogre or something.
I feel like an Infernape.
Ooh, that's a good one.
He could, fire punch a fire star for me, and he's also just, a beast who can just, climb, help me gather things. Potentially fight things off. I mean, if we're in Pokemon world, there might be other wild Pokemon on this island.
You're right. You gotta think of that.
Unobtainable, uncatchable, only enemies.
All right. It's like the Safari Zone. Well, actually, that's all about catching. That's
it's a sanctuary.
Yeah. But
where you can throw rocks at them.
Of course, now I'm just thinking of all the degenerates that would be like, give me Lopunny, give me Gardevoir.
Oh my god.
Do you hear about Vaporeon? I think I do like the idea of fire. You need that warmth. I mean, we could start our own fires, but if I could just have a fucking fire.
But if I had nothing to it, I'm gonna have to look for a piece of glass and let the sun hit and try to figure out some shit I've never done before. Right. Instead, I just have those two making me fires every night. I'm locking in on Infernape.
That I think is a really solid choice, and I'm trying to think of one that's also gonna make sense into this scenario.
The Fire Lord Chimp.
The Fire Chimp. And it's a starter, which is always sick. I know I'm taking time, but just give me a second. I'm gonna think of something.
I was considering Charizard, but is it a Charizard I'm willing to? Am I able to ride on this Charizard, or?
I mean, if you go by Pokedex, it's a lot smaller than people think,
But there could be different sized Pokemon, so I don't know. What's my relationship? I mean, it's my Pokemon, so. True. Is it gonna go scout ahead and then come back to me? Then watch him never come back. That'd be terrifying. I don't think I'd want to be alone.
No, you don't want to be alone on an island of Pokemon.
That's what I'm saying. I would need to be on the back. Yeah.
I don't know why Litwick is coming to mind, but I do like the idea of a fire, and he's just a light source that keeps with me, but it could be cute. But I'm no.
But yeah, what about defensively?
Yeah.
What if there's a bunch of just like rabid Kangaskhan?
Is Houndoom a dark fire Pokemon?
Yeah.
Dude, locking in Houndoom.
Ooh, that's a good one.
So good.
Straight hunter.
Good type matching for a decent amount of stuff. And the fire type. And it's a dog, so it's just
one
like
of my favorite fire types, honestly.
It's up there.
Yeah, he's a beast.
I'm unlocking Houndoom.
Fuck yeah.
My survivor Pokemon.
Oh yeah, I like it. We're surviving this island.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Oh man. Hold on. I want to not forget my notes.
Yeah, that was our little Pokemon tangent. Now that Ryan wasn't here.
Yeah, right. Thank God. No,
yeah.
we miss you, Ryan. It is weird that the 25th episode he's not here.
I know. Yeah, we'll get him on the next one and.
Yeah. He's got some family stuff and.
Yeah. This weekend didn't work out for him. And
yeah.
No, I don't blame
him. Should we talk about what we watched?
Yeah. Fucking don't even ask me the name. Fiery? Frieren?
Yeah.
Frieren.
Frieren. Yeah, yes. Frieren Beyond Journey's End, I think. I should remember that.
Really good first episode.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Cause it's one of my
I'm a sucker for time jumps. Back to the Future got me good.
Yeah,
so,
true. Do you want to give a little synopsis from what you gathered?
Yeah, so it's kind of like a D&D setting kind of world.
Fantasy.
Fantasy, thank you. It's a group that took a 10-year adventure to stop the Demon King.
Yep.
Upon Returnal, were just looked at as heroes, even had a statue put up for them, yada yada, and they went their separate ways. But it's about our leading character, Frieren?
Yeah.
Who's an elf, who they live a lot longer than like human species or even troll species or dwarf species. That sounds wrong to say.
Man. Fantasy.
But really good. I really liked the artwork too. It was very, I don't know. It took me back a little bit because it was like we were talking about it, but like the disconnection that she has and like the characters that tend to live a long time, almost like I don't know, like they just view life differently, so the connection's usually a little bit off compared to like a human character.
Right.
And this show clearly attacked that in their intro episode, and not to like spoil anything if you want to check
for the
it
first episode.
Yeah, but yeah, so she comes to a realization after a time jump and seeing all her old teammates for that 10-year adventure. They meet back up 50 years later for some meteor shower.
Yep.
And basically that's when it starts to click with her after one of them passes away of old age, and she's just like, damn.
Yeah, she starts to realize that she never took the time to actually get to know them.
Yeah.
Because 10 years is such a fleeting thing to her, whereas it was like right from when she says that, they're like, that was 10 years on one job.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And it's a really fun exploration of like human themes from the perspective of someone who's not human.
Yeah.
And like I love where it goes from here. Like we started the second episode, she gets an apprentice.
Yeah, I saw that.
And she learns from mistakes, and as the season goes on, she also realizes things that she didn't realize at the time because she had distanced herself from her adventuring party.
Yeah.
And yeah, dude, it's sick. The fights are cool. It's like deep and meaningful.
Like a beast.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. Even from like the little bit I got to see from the first episode, I was like, oh yeah, she can go hard.
They're all just doing like weapon stuff. Like the priest is a little magical, and she just whips out like a cane with a giant fucking light.
Yeah, they're just blocking shots, and then just a whole beam the width of the fucking the diameter of the shield. It's just like it's insane.
No, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah,
because it was one of the. It actually very quickly hopped to like number 2 in my anime list, which is like a public.
I can see why, especially if the story goes like the story that they build on off to that is good.
Yeah, I highly recommend you stick with it because you have Netflix. You can watch it on Netflix, Crunchyroll. I actually don't know where else it would be, but that's really all.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely a different style of anime that I've seen, but super interested to see where it goes.
Yeah, I think you'll really enjoy it. What I really like too, like you touched on, was the art style. It's very pretty.
It is.
Animation's pretty solid, and like even just simple stuff like the design of the background, the world around them. Like there's a lot of attention to detail.
Yeah, the world. You definitely get a sense like it's just very like almost like old country. Like it's a lot of beauty and the dirt road and kind of like it's nice. I liked it.
And I like the idea of an anime in a fantasy setting. It's not something that I liked before in anime. Like I've seen some other stuff and it just didn't click with me. But something about Frieren, just like they hit it so perfectly on the head.
Yeah, nail on the head.
It just works.
Hell yeah. No, I think it was a great first episode to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely want to keep going with it and see what happens.
First episode rating?
Ooh, we're going 1 out of 10?
Yeah.
Or 1 out of 5?
1 out of 10.
1 out of 10? I'm such a high scorer on things, so I'll try to be a little bit more biased, but I'm going to give it a 7.9.
Okay, I'll take a 7.9.
I mean,
I was going to say, I'd say about an 8.
yeah, I'm pretty much at an 8
Yeah.
for me, but I'm just trying to, again, be a little bit more biased, I guess. Maybe if I had to pick away anything at it, it's like, just like her, like, really breaking down the funeral scene. I feel like they could have maybe like had everything happen and then maybe it was like all of them later like at a pub or something and then it kind of just like it built on her, but it kind of just exploded, which is fine. I get it.
Yeah, and I do. It was a little like the storyline in that may have been a little rushed. Like
Just
it
to
was
get you
them at the
going.
funeral. She just has like that breakdown. They pat her on the head, and then she's just like, "All right, well, now we're hitting the road." And,
Yeah.
Obviously you see there's a difference in her, but it did kind of it was overall a little rushed.
Yeah, it trying to sweep some things under the rug, which is fine.
But that's because the story that they get to, it's like that's really what it's
That's
about.
yeah. They just need a little bit of backstory,
right.
and
It opens up with them returning from an adventure. It's not really supposed to hang on that yet.
yeah,
And it's the discoveries that she makes in the rest of the show that then add weight
from that
and
initial
gravity,
discovery.
to everything we saw in that first episode.
Yeah,
which I think is a really cool not sacrifice. It's a good gamble for a show to take if you know your quality.
Yeah,
And you can just lay the seeds for something and be like, people, it's enough to catch interest, and you stick with it, and then you see just how important that first episode was by seeing the rest of it.
yeah.
It's no, you're good. Frieren's sick. It's only like 24 episodes. I'm definitely gonna start the manga soon because I thought about getting some manga today. We're at the store, and I didn't even think to look for Frieren. I was looking at Gachi Akuta and like Witch Hat Atelier, the ones I've talked about before. But
I hate that. It looks ugly. I've seen us do it before.
What?
In episodes I watch when the phone gets pulled out. Sorry, I just want to do a quick text to the wifey.
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, I don't like phones in sight on the pod. I've noticed that before. Unless we're fact checking something real quick.
Right. That's fine.
I didn't mean to cut you off. Yeah, you should have looked for some
Manga.
Frieren?
Frieren. Yep.
Frieren.
You know what? Actually, this reminded me because I had a note about this. I saw it on TikTok, and I was like unsure if it was a real fact because when I first Googled it, it wasn't popping up. But I looked at it up the other day, and Google has corrected itself. And Ichiro Oda, the author of One Piece, is now the seventh highest selling author of all time.
No shit.
And
all time? Damn.
One of the only mangaka in the top 10. But one of the only ones on the list from like, well, at least what's like recorded.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't know who actually comprises that information, but what's really cool is the chart that everyone's showing is, like Shakespeare is one of the top ones.
Yeah.
But they've been their work has been out for hundreds of years past Oda. He's only been doing it for 30-something years.
Yeah, 30 years.
You know what I mean? So like the weight in that, the fucking billions of copies that he sold is crazy.
It's impressive. I just saw a TikTok recently of this dude being like, "Don't get me going. One Piece is trying to show you the truth," and like all this stuff. I'm trying to say like there's a bunch of like hidden messages about like what's really going on in the world in One Piece. And I'm like,
absolutely, dude.
Okay.
The whole thing is like anti-corrupt government and like anti-capitalism, they talk about the slavery and there's racism and it's so
they touch on a lot.
They touch on everything and like classism, right? Like that's a big theme in it. Found family is like the theme.
Yeah.
Dude, One Piece is just one of those shows that is like it could be a religious text.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It could be religious
and
text.
like it's the emotional weight, like at the point where like when you get finally caught up in the manga because you're gonna read it, you definitely need to, like, there's no way to avoid the spoilers when the end comes out.
Yeah.
You need to, if you want to be, you need to be caught up by the time the One Piece gets revealed.
Yeah.
Or it's gonna be spoiled for you.
Do you think it is something big, or you think it's just nothing?
Oh, it's definitely something. He said it's not. It is a physical thing.
Yeah.
And like the lore that we've learned about it is crazy. I can't even like describe like some of the things we know is like when Roger found it, they knew that they were too early for something, but then also like they all burst out laughing. It was something that was so crazy and funny to them that like they were laughing their fucking asses off.
Really?
And there's all the little hints that I don't want to spoil anything because it's like it's so much. It's 1,100 chapters of a story that's been just getting better and better. And it's phenomenal. Yeah, it's something that I literally recommend to anyone I can.
All right, quote me now. I will have read some chapters before next week's pod.
All right, bet. Yeah, you're like at Thriller Bark, right?
About to start it. That's after Skypia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get Skypia. I think it's Thriller Bark. It's gotta be.
I think it's not, because I feel like you've said that before, that you're like, oh, I forgot.
It could be. We'll have to check after. I'm curious now, because
I'll have to see.
Sometimes some of those older arcs, like, it was a while ago.
I'll get my subscription back to
Shonen Jump.
Shonen Jump, and just I'll have my spot saved.
Yeah. But, no, I'm glad to hear it, because I know...
Yeah, congratulations to him, dude. That's an insane accomplishment.
Seriously.
Through a freaking manga, of all things, and 30 years of, like, putting it out.
Yeah.
To make number 7, you said?
Yeah, it was like, I believe it was 7.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. And, like, to think that so many people don't consider it a legitimate, like, art form. Anybody
I've met, even if they weren't even, like, anime people, like, if they watch One Piece, like, they'll tell me it's, like, the best thing ever. I've always heard it. I've never heard one complaint about One Piece.
I've met very few or heard very few instances of people starting it and, like, actually dropping it.
Yeah.
Or, like, if they do, they eventually go back and they eventually, like, get it.
Yeah.
It's just that good. And, like, the live action's been getting more people, and I know friends who are interested in the live action but never would watch the anime.
Did season 2 of that ever
It's coming out this year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this summer, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll watch it.
I feel like a lot of things are coming out this year.
Oh, yeah. We got Superman.
Yeah,
That's gonna be sick.
James Gunn Superman, I'm very curious about.
The One Piece coming back.
I heard that the private showing of it didn't go well, so they tried to, like, fix some things up. So they did a second private viewing of it, and it got mixed reviews.
Interesting.
So
Superman's a tough one.
it is, especially to rework something. Like, I don't know what their big overall plan is with the DC universe. James Gunn, I think he's a great director. I think the fucking Guardians of the Galaxy movies were phenomenal.
Yep.
I think what he did for Marvel was great, but do I think he has the power and capability of running a whole DC universe?
Right.
We'll have to see.
We'll have to see.
Not putting him against it. I'm not saying he couldn't. But I'm just saying it's a tough one. It's a tough one.
Superman.
I mean, just compare base level DC to Guardians of the Galaxy. If you're talking just like his projects and the approach he can take. The Guardians of the Galaxy games enough to have lots of like random humor, just ridiculous situations, great characters. I mean, DC has great characters and can have funny situations, I guess, but DC's like always been so serious.
Yeah, and like Superman's such a grounded, essential hero to like Americana.
Yeah.
So like that's why I think he's probably the hardest superhero character to get right on the big screen.
It is.
Because like
I think Henry Cavill was pretty close to like how was Superman.
I didn't hate it. You know, there's
Christopher Reeves. Yeah.
But even that, like, it's just such a tall order to stand up to.
Yeah.
How do you, like, the essence that is Superman, like, the thought of that, like, the long-reaching effects that character has on so many people around the world, and, like, the symbol, it's a tough order, you know? And like, I applaud anyone who gets that role and, like, dives into it really hard.
Yeah, I mean, one thing with Spider-Man in comparison is because it is a tough role to follow up with. You're always Spider-Man in the mask.
Right.
With superhero, you aren't hidden behind a mask.
Yeah, true.
You are Superman.
Yeah. Even with those glasses.
Yeah, even when you're Clark, we know. We know.
Can't hide that one swirl.
Yeah. I'm excited to see it, though.
Me too.
Maybe we can do like a little special pod about it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
That'd be a good one to go watch.
All we gotta do is get some Superman shirts. Right. That's not hard at all.
I actually still have one, but it's the Superboy. It's the black with the red S.
Oh, yeah. Still an S.
Yeah, it's still there. It counts. I don't really have anything on the notes besides the song of the week and nostalgia, but is there anything else we wanted to touch on?
Nothing I can really think of, I guess.
Yeah, no.
Do you have a song of the week?
I do.
Song of the week. It was mentioned already earlier, but I think I have to go Shipping Off to Boston by Dropkick Murphys. St. Paddy's Day, the Irish Pride.
Yeah.
It's fucking just such a hype song, dude. Like, are you kidding me? It's not like, and from an Islander, like Ireland's perspective, like you're fucking like, I'm just fucking in the fucking, I've just so far gone here.
Yeah.
I'm fucking shipping off to Boston. You're like, I'm just fucking resetting over there.
Yeah.
My mate's already over there, you know, they're fucking, they told me how good it is.
Yeah.
I'm done with this. Like, it's so like, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
I'm done.
And like it just adds to like I don't know, something with the verbiage, shipping up to Boston. It implies the energy of like getting there and arriving and feeling the city of Boston in your bones.
It's exactly. Yeah. It's like, you know, I'm done. I'm shipping off to Boston, but like that energy where you get like dun, dun, right when you're getting off the boat, you're like, oh, it's a fucking party over here.
Yeah. Oh, so good. Honestly, I would love to be able to see the Dropkick Murphys. Being in the pit for shipping off to Boston.
Dude, oh my god.
I'd lose my fucking mind.
I'd be bleeding green, dude.
I would need to leave blood in that pit. Oh, what a jam.
Yeah, it's fucking
I'm glad that's going on the playlist. Flowing. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Great song, great band. They have a good Christmas song that I love too.
Do they?
I think that was my song for Christmas this year.
Was it?
Seasons Upon Us, I think it's called.
No shit.
Yeah,
I forget.
It's like a funny comedy song.
Yeah.
It's good. But hell yeah. Great song of the week.
Fuck yeah. How about you?
Mine was To Be With You by Mr. Big.
What a classic.
Right?
So good.
It's one of those one hit wonders that like you just hear every once in a while and you're like, oh, this song.
Yeah, no. It took me a minute to listen to it and be like, oh my god, this song. But it's such a good one.
It holds a special place for me because when I went to Colorado on my solo trip, it was right around going there. That song had just like popped back into my cosmos.
Yeah, your playlist.
And
cosmetic playlist.
Yeah. So like driving around the fucking mountains of Colorado, like the open fields, I was bumping that song.
Yeah,
and
you
just
were like falling in love with Colorado.
Yeah, exactly. Colorado's the girl that I'm trying to save from a bad relationship. Yeah. So yeah, it brings me back to that. Bad relationship
being you moving there.
Yeah, but so like when I hear that, it just brings me back to that, and I just love that song.
Fuck yeah, I love how music just has so much power behind it.
Yeah,
like I had no idea it could have some strengthening ties to that moment in your life then.
Right.
So now looking back on it,
and like what's crazy is you'll hear a song and it'll remind you of something you forgot, or it'll just like random memories attached to that, and you're like, oh shit, yeah, like that was around the time that I was listening to that a lot.
Yeah,
you know.
I get that. Oh, excuse me.
Like now, I just thought of what I'm going to do for next week's because of something else. I'm going to have to write that down. But fuck yeah, no.
I was just wearing green for this episode, dude.
I know. I'm not really wearing. This is actually green.
It looks a little greenish.
Yeah, I got red green color blindness, I think, but that looks green.
Red green color blindness.
Yeah. So
hopefully not.
My brother has it.
Yeah,
and there's always been things with like when red and green.
What color is Bulbasaur?
Green.
Okay, I think you're good.
Yeah. It's not that intense.
I know.
But like I remember really realizing it was an issue or could be an issue was, remember in math class when like you were doing graphs and shit and you'd have like different equations meant different lines, you'd see it and you'd follow the graph. Well, they would have multiple lines on one graph.
Yeah.
If there was ever red and green and they like were too close to each other, I actually couldn't tell them apart.
No shit.
They would ask me and I was like, I can't tell which one that is. Yeah.
This guy's an idiot.
You have to like really look at it, like get close. But it was like up on a board like that, I'd be like, that was just like black.
No shit.
Yeah, weird.
Good thing you're not a mathematics major.
Yeah, right. You can't join the Air Force or nothing. But it's your nostalgia of the week. Roll right onto that.
Do you remember?
I remember.
Nostalgic.
You never thought of one, right?
I don't think I did. I mean, I was almost gonna make it the throwing candy at the St. Paddy's Day parade, but I feel like I want to go back to like something that is nostalgic, not just a memory or a moment.
I got one that I think is gonna jot an era for you.
Okay, let's hear it.
Do you remember the old Gatorade commercials where the athletes would be sweating Gatorade?
Yes.
Do you remember being convinced that if you just drank Gatorade for 2 weeks straight, you'd sweat Gatorade?
Yes.
I swear, I was like, that's how they do it.
Oh,
that's how they should get that shot.
We absorbed so much from commercials.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable.
But they were just always super intense and like darkly lit, and they'd be like, and then it would do a close up at the end of the commercial. It would just be them like, with like orange
Yeah,
dripping down their face,
blue sweat, red sweat.
Yeah,
I don't know. They may have not done red because
it might have looked a little
bloody.
Yeah, but I distinctly remember the orange and the blue.
That totally, I guess this could be my nostalgia. It totally brings me to those commercials, back to commercials.
Yep.
The Capri Sun belly button, just drinking the Capri Sun.
Holy shit,
How
dude.
fucking weird.
Dude.
I know you put a fucking Capri Sun up to your fucking belly button, dude. It's like you knew it didn't work, but like just inherently after seeing that, you're just like, oh, look at me.
Yeah, they drew the faces, and it was just like preteens on TV being like, like stop doing that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's traumatic.
Nickelodeon inspired ass commercial right there.
Yeah, very much so.
But that's what brought my memory.
Yeah.
You said Gatorade sweat, my mind went belly button drinking Capri Sun.
Yeah, dripping Capri Sun out of your belly button.
Down your fucking...
Because you try and then you squeeze a little bit by accident. You're like, oh no, that's too funny. I forgot that.
Yeah, I forgot the Gatorade sweat until you mentioned it.
Valid. I do also remember making the cell phones out of the early day cell phones out of the Capri Suns. Oh, yeah. You'd fold it, you'd stick the antenna up, you'd just draw the dial pad on there.
So stupid.
Yeah.
They're still kicking it. I remember going, we did like some YMCA thing in like middle school, whatever. And one of our instructors who we got, he just like, I had an extra Capri Sun, and I was like, I think he asked like our class teacher, anyone have anything to drink that he could get? And I was like, I got an extra Capri Sun, and he was like, yes. He took it and he flipped it and he stabbed it in the other way. Crazy. He's like, you get more this way because it gets caught in these corners. And I live by that to this day.
That's
Since he told like 11-year-old me, I was just like, he's right.
Yeah, he must be right.
He's fucking right. Even if he's wrong, he's right.
It just makes sense.
To this day, I'll fucking just like flip him over and stab it in the bottom.
I've seen that, but I never thought that was what it was. I thought it was just like, I want to be different.
Yeah, I just want to be different. No, there was reasoning, but probably not valid enough.
I guess not.
Yeah, but just... be different.
We didn't even get to talk about. I think you should watch the whole rest of it before we get too into it. But I did make you watch the latest Invincible episode.
Oh my god!
Yeah, we didn't even get to that. But it was the season 3 finale, and all the budget for season 3 went to that animation, the fight in that episode. Clearly, even though I'll rest on the hill that season 2 looked worse and 3 has not looked that bad. But as like your first taste back into it since season 1, what did you think?
Dude, it just did what Invincible does, and gets you on the edge of your seat. In fashionable way, you normally just be like, oh no, there's definitely something. But like even last night, I'm like, she's dead and wasn't dead, and then it's like, oh my god, he's dead, not dead. But even though it's such a like niche that you should just obviously see coming, the way they do it, it's gripping. You're like.
It's impactful.
Oh my god, the gore and just violence of it is just like something very different than you're used to watching, and just like the actual impact that these battles are having on the planet Earth with people just dying left and right, buildings just falling over, just like mass terror at every corner.
Right.
And oh my god, it's insane.
At the core of it is just because Mark was born.
Yeah.
And he's tortured with that. Because he didn't choose that. He was born to a psychopathic father, and like his human mother is the only reason that he is as good as he is.
Yeah.
And like, man, dude, that episode was just phenomenal.
Insane fight.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Conquest was...
beautiful.
Conquest? Yeah, Conquest. Fucking amazing.
I love that tie though, from like The Walking Dead to making them voice actors, being a Robert Kirkman project. It's just,
it is crazy that Negan beat the shit out of Glenn.
Yeah.
Like,
they're fighting.
Right, and now like Mark smashes his face in with his fucking head. Crazy.
I wonder if like the actor, what's Glenn's actor name?
Give me a second. I know
Steven
Yeun.
Steven Yeun. Yeah. I wonder if, like, after he got off The Walking Dead from being killed by Negan, he's like, hope I never have to work with this asshole again. And here he is.
Fucking, what was I gonna say, though? One, that show's just... Invincible's great. I love what they're doing with it. That's what I want to... The monologue that Conquest has.
Yeah.
When he's, like, has him in the dirt, and he's like, I don't even have a name, just a purpose. Like, that gave me chills, dude.
But like, he's just like opening up to someone because he was just so confident that he was just going to kill him.
Yeah. Like,
take it to your grave.
Oh my god. That is...
It just starts crushing him into the earth.
One of the best, like, TV villain episodes I've seen in a while.
He was badass.
Conquest is such a sick
I love the
villain.
way he looked, too. Oh my god, that punch through the metal arm.
Yeah.
And he just breaks the bone in his hand.
Vicious.
Oh my god.
was
Just
so
headbutting him, like, insane.
Oh, yeah. And I wanted to mention that. That is a gripe I have with that sort of show. Like, so many shows have done that where the person is just beating them with their own head.
Yeah.
How does that make much sense? Why would if we see that whole fight, that Conquest is probably like technically a little stronger than Mark.
Yeah.
Why does his head cave in?
Yeah.
Why does Mark's not? Anger doesn't make you stronger. That's not how it works. He says that.
Yeah.
So like, it makes no sense that these two people of equal strength, one head caves in and the other doesn't.
I think it's physics.
Is it just like he's hitting with here instead of like maybe?
Yeah, he's probably hitting him like right in the middle of the face, but with the top of his skull. But it's also like it's the motion.
Yeah,
it's
that's a
like
good point.
if you were to take two skulls and you were to sit one still, and then you were to smash one into the other one, I'm sure they both are going to take damage.
Right.
But I feel like one would take worse damage.
Yeah,
I'm no, you know.
I think you're right too. It's not like cranium on cranium. It was more like cranium on nose and face.
Because you saw him like all crushed and looking like a demigod.
Dude, crazy.
There. Yeah.
And also, like, Invincible just loves to have someone look so mangled that there's no way they should be alive, and they live through it.
Yeah.
They find a way. But we were just like hanging out.
I gotta watch it.
Yeah, we were eating Indian food and drinking wine. I was like, I'm gonna throw this on because I want to inspire you. Yeah. And such a good episode.
Phenomenal.
I'm excited.
I love season one. I'm like can't even believe they're at season 3. I've been that behind the 8 ball, but
it happens.
Dude, fucking great show.
Absolutely.
Great fights. Oh my god.
So good.
I don't even care if there's a level of corniness too, because I think they blow past that with great storytelling and great characters. The character development of Mark just from season 1, from what I saw. Fucking phenomenal.
Oh yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Oh my god, his fight with his dad and shit is just like iconic.
I'm tempted to go back and rewatch season 1 because
season 1's so good. Yeah, that's why I said it to you. Like, if I get in the subscription or you're signing, like I'm just gonna start.
Dude, I'll give it to you.
Yeah,
dude, that scene where Nolan's yelling at Mark and he's like, "Don't you see, Mark?
Yeah.
You are gonna outlive everyone on this planet." Yeah. I love the emotional weight behind that shit.
And I love that that's like the mentality of like, you know, it's funny because it ties back in with just living so long with Frieren.
Oh, no, we didn't even talk about that either.
Yeah.
We wanted to touch on the...
I said it a little bit, but just like when creatures or like characters live a ridiculous long time.
Right.
But then you look at the Viltrumites, yeah. And their mentality on it is like they're all just like fucking peasants. These like bugs. We'll live way past them. Like, why do you care?
Yeah.
But then like he's a great character of that duality of like the human caring and like it still doesn't matter if I live 1,000 years after everybody. Like
I would love to see that a form of Mark that is. I guess you do when you see the multiple versions of Mark. Which I already told you that spoiler, but the sense of like a character that's so powerful. They're like lackadaisy in their treatment in the world around them because it's almost unserious. Yeah, because it's
they know how powerful they are. They have so much wisdom.
We touched on Frieren, Conquest, Yoda's a character. In that core idea of like so whimsical because or like unseriousness tone to everything because you're so strong can come out in different ways. Yeah, Conquest is this like sadistic, victim to his own success. Looking for someone to fight. And then you got Yoda, who's like goofy and fun-loving because he knows he can still do flips around Luke Skywalker and like
fuck everyone up if he wanted to.
I think you could make an argument he wasn't nearly a fighter anymore in those ones, but like there's still like that sense of whimsy in their strength. I touched on Avatar, Aang. Yeah. Before the pod, we were talking about like he's another one. Like he's just so light-footed and having fun with
that
it.
fight style. Not so much that like living a long time, but yeah, I get that. Right. But that can come along with a lot of characters that have a long lineage. And then with Aang, he just was always that kid mentality. But
he's 100 and something years old.
Yeah, technically, but yes, that fun and like goofiness with the fight style is always a great thing to see on the screen.
Yeah. There's a lot of characters you could put on that sort of thing. It'd be a fun ranking to do. Because I'm already thinking like Spider-Man.
Yeah, super fun.
Yeah.
The monologues, shit. Like,
right, the quippy little, like, he's just having fun. He's always holding back, you know, because he's so much stronger than everyone around him.
I love that about his character.
Yeah.
Like,
Invincible's very much like that, too. He's constantly holding himself back.
Yeah. Insane.
But I don't know. We want to wrap it up there. Have a little sign off.
Yeah, I think so. You know, we say it every episode, but Salivate Times, just something we created, and we're having fun with it. 25 episodes in. We'll have Ryan back next week. We'll do an album review. You know, we're looking forward to making more and keep doing more shit and seeing where it goes. So if you've checked out this one, we appreciate it. And enjoy St. Paddy's Day. And we'll see you on the next one.
Be safe. Peace.
Whoa.
Oh, try it again.
I can't even do that sound. Oh my god.
That's crazy. You literally went for us. What the fuck are you still doing here?